LNG TV, the official media channel partner for Gastech 2021.
Well, joining me now is Marcelino, Oreja, the CEO of Enagás. I'm delighted that you've come to talk to us here on LNG TV. I know you're a busy man at Gastech. How's the week gone for you?
Very well, much better than expected. I mean, finding people we hadn't seen for months, almost years, some of them, and I must say that the organization, DMG, has done a great job to have us all here today, and very busy. And speaking with many people, I'm losing my voice, but it's about to finish.
It's a good sign that you're losing your voice.
Yeah.
Let's talk about LNG in particular, because you're one of the biggest importers of LNG. You've got 3 terminals at the regas terminals in Spain. How important do you think, as we try and move towards net zero carbon, how important is LNG as a fuel in that energy transition?
Well, we are not importing gas, so we have the terminals and there's others doing, so we are not related to the molecule. And we have 3 terminals from us, but 2 where we have a big share. So 5 in total from us and a 6th one in Spain. So we have 6 terminals and 1 to reopen in a few months, I hope. So there's going to be 7 terminals. So it's a lot of LNG coming in. I think LNG is going to be very important for the energy transition, and it's going to be used for much longer than anyone thinks. I think it's needed to decarbonize the economy. Many people speak about electrifying the economy. We have to decarbonize the economy, and gas is there to be very important in the future.
Much discussion has gone on here at Gastech about climate change and energy transition being one of the biggest challenges to mankind that they face. Where, when you look at the big picture, do you see hydrogen slotting in?
Well, it's difficult to predict what's going to happen with hydrogen. I think Europe is we are thinking more of green hydrogen than blue hydrogen. I think we're going to see both in Europe. We're going to see producing our own green hydrogen, and we're going to see importing blue hydrogen. I think this is not very politically correct, but this is going to happen. We need regulation for that, so we need clear rules established in order to guarantee investments, long-term investments. We need to anchor the demand and look for big contracts in order to scale up the business around hydrogen. But technology is still to come. So there's many things that we will see in the next years to allow us to reduce the price of production and transport and storage of hydrogen. We don't normally speak about storage of hydrogen, and that's very important to have a real network around hydrogen.
And how is Enagás investing in hydrogen technologies and projects?
We have like 2 ways to approaching investment. So one, we have a specific company called Enagás Renewables, that invests in projects producing hydrogen, also biomethane. The biggest one is the one we are investing in Mallorca that will see the light. So we will have green hydrogen produced by us by the end of this year, beginning of next year. It's going to be the first project in the south part of Europe. Not very big for what we hear, but the first one of that kind in Europe. 300 tons of hydrogen to be produced per year starting next year in Mallorca. Nice place to visit and to see it. And we're also investing in small companies looking for promote innovation and technology through a fund called Enagás Emprende. So there's those 2 different approaches. Production of hydrogen with mature technologies and investing in small companies to promote innovation and technology.
And that's looking to the future, of course, but actually Enagás have done a very good job of reducing their carbon footprint over the last 5 years. Tell me a bit about that, and what are the targets with reducing the carbon footprint even more?
We've announced that we will be carbon neutral in 2040. We've reduced by 60% in the last 5 years. When we all of the energy companies, we speak about being carbon neutral in 2040, 2050, whatever it is, we always say that's what we want to do, but there's not enough technology today to be carbon neutral in 2040. So there's many things to do, and we have to invest in new technologies to be able to achieve that goal. So that's our aim, that's our commitment with our shareholders, with the society, all of us, all of any energy company. But we are all thinking that we will achieve it because we will find technology to do it.
Now, you were previously a member of the European Parliament. I'm interested to know your thoughts on Asia's often seen as the centre of demand growth in the world. But what about Europe? How is that seen in terms of an LNG, a long-term market, and how will that evolve?
Well, never going to compete with Asia. They're growing a lot, and they're going to need facing coal reduction, so that's going to be very important for them. I think our market is very mature, so we're going to face more investments in hydrogen.
In hydrogen. And you're an entrepreneur at heart, I think it's fair to say. Do you feel like you brought some entrepreneurial spirit to Enagás? And what are some of the ethoses that you've tried to bring in?
Well, I've tried to. I mean, I started my career building my own company that I sold when I was 30, and I've tried to make this company more entrepreneurial, so pushing investments in entrepreneurs, in startups, scale-up companies. We are building funds to invest in those type of companies, trying to push the company to be more entrepreneurial.
And do you feel that, given what's happened over the last 18 months, the pandemic, having that sort of core spirit and smaller companies and that, as I say, entrepreneurial ethos, has that helped at all with the pandemic?
Yes, I mean, I think the reaction of the company has been better than we thought. We were able to come back to work from our home very quickly. We were able to come back very quickly also, but we need to keep in touch one to the other.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us here on LNG TV. Enjoy the rest of Gastech, and it's been lovely to talk to you.
Thank you. Thank you.